Picture ancient punishment and you probably picture violence. A spear, a blow, something fast and physical. That picture misses the punishment your ancestors actually feared most. It wasn't a spear, it was silence. Belonging wasn't a feeling back then. It was the only thing standing between you and everything that wanted to eat you, freeze you, or starve you out. Losing it wasn't a social setback. Anthropologist Christopher Boehm found the same escalating system across nearly every hunter-gatherer society ever studied. For bullying, hoarding food, threatening the group's safety. Gossip first, then mockery, then exclusion from the shared fire, the shared meal, the shared conversation. Run that exact sequence today, and you'd recognize every step. The whispers behind your back, the public pile-on, then quietly disappearing from a group chat with no explanation at all. And only if none of that worked. Banishment. Not execution. Worse, in a way. Execution requires someone to do it. Banishment just requires everyone to stop. Here's what that actually meant. A line of footprints leading away from camp, out past the last fire, into open grass that doesn't end. No weapon you didn't carry yourself. No fire you didn't build yourself. No warning about which water was safe or which plant would kill you slowly. Knowledge that took your entire childhood to learn from other people. Gone the moment those people decided you weren't one of them anymore. Every plant you could eat, every plant that would kill you, every river crossing safe from the one further upstream that wasn't. All of it lived in other people's heads, not yours. Cut off from those people, you were cut off from everything they knew too. There's no neat fossil for what happened next. No skeleton labeled exiled, just nothing. No burial, no grave goods, no name remembered. That absence is the whole point. Banishment didn't just end a life. It erased the record of one. Most of the time, it never got that far. That part matters. The actual act of being cast out was rare. Most people, most of the time, never crossed the line that far. What was constant was the threat, sitting there in every disagreement, every moment you considered taking more than your share. Anthropologist Sarah Matthew, studying punishment among the Turkana of East Africa, found exactly why. The system worked by being feared, not by being constantly used. Which raises an obvious question. Why would a threat that rarely happened shape your brain this deeply? Because when it did happen, it was almost always fatal. The person alone in a Pleistocene landscape, without a group's collective knowledge, without anyone to share a watch at night, without help if a single bad fall broke a leg, wasn't facing inconvenience. They were facing the same odds as an injured animal separated from its herd. Evolutionary anthropologist Robert Boyd argues this is precisely why humans evolved such an intense, almost disproportionate fear of social rejection. The cost of getting it wrong wasn't embarrassment. It was everything. Your brain has its own proof of this. Neuroscientist Naomi Eisenberger ran brain scans on people experiencing social rejection. Just being left out of a simple game by others, what she found should unsettle you a little. The brain region that activated during social rejection, the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, was the same region that activates during physical pain, not a similar region. The same one. Pain evolved to grab your attention and force a change before real damage happens. If exclusion was once just as lethal as a wound, it makes a strange kind of sense that evolution wired them to feel almost identical. Your brain does not clearly distinguish between a broken bone and a broken bond. That's not a metaphor. That's wiring left over from an environment where exclusion and physical danger were, functionally, the same event. The sting you feel when you're left out of a group chat, when a text goes unanswered, when you walk into a room and the conversation changes, that's not oversensitivity. It's a warning system, an old one, built for stakes much higher than a group chat. It just hasn't been told the stakes changed. Think about what that means for you, specifically. Every one of your direct ancestors, for hundreds of thousands of years, in every single generation, did whatever it took to stay inside the group. Shared the meat they didn't have to share, backed down from fights they might have won, bit their tongue, apologized, returned, every single time, to the fire. Because the ones who didn't, the ones who pushed too far, broke too many rules, made themselves too easy to exclude. Those ancestors don't have descendants. You are descended, specifically and exclusively, from people who never got left behind. That fear you feel before hitting send on a message that might upset someone, that's not weakness. That's hundreds of thousands of years of selection, running exactly as designed, in a world that no longer matches the one it was built for. A slow reply, an unanswered message, a joke that doesn't land in a group chat. None of it can actually hurt you. Your body disagrees anyway. Somewhere on the savannah, a long time before any of this, someone walked out past the edge of the firelight. Maybe they found another group, somewhere over the next ridge. Maybe they didn't. The footprints just stop. And every generation since has done everything it could to make sure theirs never would.